Hey, Crypto Heads, it's the Goose with the Cryptic Paranormal Show. We're back. Another night, just us. We're kind of digging
Did
it.
we go
Kinda just...
somewhere?
No, not really. I just, we're back
Oh,
this
okay.
week. We
Here
were
we
here a
are. We're
week
back.
ago. Right?
Were we gone?
Everybody's like, oh, shit. They're back. God damn it. But, yeah, we're
Starting off
back.
early with the Roscoe show. What are you doing?
Yeah, there he is. I was going to say my illustrious and esteemed co-host, Denise.
Yeah.
D-Nice. I get thrown off because you have Denise written on the thing.
I know.
D-Nice.
I'm just trying to keep it professional.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Down there, the eye candy of the show, Mr. Man Heisenberg. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Lively as usual.
Yes.
So, for my, my fan club has really taken off.
Good.
So now I got a business opportunity for you guys.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
To
Okay.
sell franchises into my fan club. So what I do is I'll get you guys involved, and then you get a couple guys involved too below you guys.
That sounds like a pyramid
Not
scheme.
like a pyramid scheme.
No, it's a triangle
Oh, no.
triangle tactical scheme theory.
Good theory.
Triangle tactical theory.
Okay.
So, what's our buy-in for Heisenberg fan club merch so we can sell it and make a profit off of it for ourselves? That's how it works.
You think you could just start off by doing that? Are you kidding me?
That's how pyramid schemes work.
I'm not a
Join the
pyramid
club.
scheme. This is a triangle tactical theory scheme. Theory.
Okay, sorry. I got it wrong. My
Keep
mistake.
throwing that word scheme in there, Heisenberg.
Right.
Either way, I'm in.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll buy in. Whatever
Sweet.
it costs, I'm in. Whatever to help a friend.
Totally worth it.
What's up, Chester? How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
Bigger.
I forgot about the comments. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, you're busy.
Yeah, the triangle tactical scheme theory. Theory.
So I am super busy. I got a
Yes.
ice cream cake.
I wish I was
No.
busy right now.
It was my husband's birthday, and those are his favorite blizzards. So I just so
Oh,
happened
really?
to give him a cake. Yeah.
I knew they had the blizzards. I didn't know they made it a cake.
Oh yeah. You could get anything in a
That's-
cake now. They're also very
Oh, really?
expensive though.
Yeah.
So like
well.
don't plan on anything else. Like that's your gift is the cake because
Right.
they're expensive.
The cake is the gift.
That's right. You don't even get a party.
Yeah,
What's up, Brian?
What is up,
you
Brian?
only get a candle if there's some left around the house.
Right.
I always have candles, and I have these creepy little things. I'll have to send you guys a picture of them. I found them at a garage sale for 25 cents for a whole bag of them. They look like they're from the 20s or 30s, and they're tiny little wooden clowns. And then they have a spike on the bottom of them to put them in the cake, and then they hold a candle in their hat. So they're like super creepy. But I use them for everyone's birthday.
I'm kind of flipped out actually right now
Yeah.
just thinking about it.
Yeah. Then you're picturing them perfectly because they're super
Yeah.
creepy.
I'm not liking this at all actually.
Yeah.
Hey,
I want to
see,
see
Brian
it. I want to
says-
see him though, but
Brian says share the cake. You got to share the cake
Yeah.
with everybody.
Come on over. It'll only take you what, 6 hours to get here?
and then
It'll be in the
about
freezer.
$600
Yeah.
for a slice.
Yeah, right. You gotta make my money back.
What's up,
up,
brother? Jason?
But yeah, I definitely
Well,
want to see those now. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just that's freaking me out. Just
I'll
thinking
find
about
them.
it.
They're so creepy. They are super old too. You can definitely tell.
Ugh.
I was very excited. And 25 cents for a whole bag of them. How could you pass that up?
Right.
Darren.
Aaron
Yeah,
Smith
man, you
chiming in. What's up, buddy?
Bag of nightmares for 25 cents.
For everyone for their birthday, I could give them nightmares.
Right.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
For
Yeah.
25 cents.
And how many people have they given nightmares to over the years? Yeah.
Prior, right?
Yeah, before I got them, because they were definitely used. I don't even care.
Brian says he's on his way.
Thank you for my haunted cake. I appreciate
It'd be
it.
even funnier if you like creepily sang happy birthday when you used them.
Oh.
Videos where people actually sing. They just go, "Happy birthday to you," and they just we should do that. Heisenberg, you have your birthday party planned?
It's got to be like one of those like jewelry or toy box like ding ding
Oh my god,
ding 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 and like off
yeah.
key, so it's like really spooky. You could probably
So
find
funny.
that somewhere online.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah,
You guys ever heard of a Divic box?
Yes.
yeah. I have never messed with one.
Explain it so the audience knows what it is. Or are you asking us what one is?
Well, I know it's a box that, like in Jewish religions, right? That they would use to trap a bad demon
Yeah.
thing, and you didn't open it,
Yep.
and like
Yep.
Is
It's
that
like,
from
I
the
don't know.
Jewish religion?
like the one that I heard the story was done in a wine, like a wine locker.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, they're
And it had it had inside of it had like a tombstone, some hair, and like that. And I guess whenever their grandma would mention it, she would like spit 3 times.
What?
whoa.
And be like, "Yeah, don't mention it." And so they never opened it.
Yeah.
But the story I was reading, somebody did open it, and it caused a whole bunch.
See, why would
Yeah,
you do that?
there was a movie based off of it. It's kind of was like kind of almost like the Jewish version
I mean,
of
nobody died or anything from
Yeah.
it.
It was like the Jewish version of The Exorcist.
Yeah,
It was creepy as hell.
one group of kids even bought it off eBay.
Yeah,
And like had it at their house in a party, and like would be taking pictures and throwing stuff, and they're like, "Ah, maybe we finally should get rid
Yeah,
of
you
this
think
thing."
so?
yeah.
Dumbass.
And it's funny because I say, like, who would open that? Literally everybody in the chat. I bet every single person would open
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Pandora's box?
I
Let's
might
do
keep it. I wouldn't open it.
I don't even think I
I
would
want-
keep it.
I think it's funny. I wouldn't even been able to bring it on our property.
Well, I know that everybody that kept it for that time, even when they like tried to keep it off, like out of their property or like out in the barn or something, it caused issues all over the
That's
place.
why I'm super thankful that I
Once
have
they
the
opened it.
seminary. If there's something that I think is even remotely haunted,
Yeah,
just drive it down
just
the
take it
road.
there. Nice.
But yeah, I was listening to that story.
Like
the
that
other day.
creepy ass doll that guy just that was McCoy brought in?
Also
Bill
a
McCoy?
clown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super creepy.
I saw that thing. There's something not right about it. I didn't feel very good looking
Yeah.
at it. I mean, there's definitely a weird energy coming off of it. I know it was making people sick, you said, right?
Yeah. And people were getting pains in their stomach and their back. Like in
Yeah.
the same spot, but in their stomach and back.
Right. And there's Shelly walking around with it, cradling it. It's
Right.
my baby.
It's my baby.
Ugh. No. I wanted to
Yeah.
punt it. Punt that son of a bitch.
Oh, sorry.
If you don't see the tour details on your screen, please tap the PAF icon to proceed.
I don't know why it's still talking.
Real professional would be nice. Real
Okay. Sorry. Did you
Eating
guys
ice
hear
cream
it?
cake. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, I didn't understand anything. Was
I'm hoping to have a milkshake soon. So
Are
You're
you?
hoping to have a milkshake soon?
yeah, Kate's thinking about looking to see an order or something off DoorDash.
Nice.
I think
Nice. I'll just sip my coffee.
as long as Cold's still open.
Cold Stone. Yeah. Sorry about that. I have to answer the phone when it rings. Zillow's the boss of me, so I have to.
It's all right. It's all right. We get it. So,
I understand.
Yeah.
so you guys watching? Go ahead. No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I am not gonna lie. I used ChatGPT to do my homework for today.
That's fine.
It's honestly incredible. I know that I talked so much shit about AI, but it is really helpful. I don't know if you guys use it for anything, but you should.
I mean, the logo. I use it for
That's true.
like photo editing and stuff. Other than that, I haven't really messed with it. But
Listen, it's fun. Like,
yeah, it is.
you can literally just type in, "You good? I saw the light. What happened with the light?"
I forgot my grow lights are on a timer,
Oh,
And it just like caught my eye. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, never mind.
Your
There
face
goes the
was
other
lit
one.
up, and then it just.
I know. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, no, my grow lights are on for 12 hours a day. They just turned off.
He's growing vegetables, for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
No,
should
I'm growing
specify.
big fat marijuana bushes.
Actually, you're allowed, so that's
I
fine.
know. No more than 6 though. That's all I have.
Yeah.
only have 6
Per adult
because I have no
in the house.
Yeah,
So
right. No. My wife is the only adult, so I only have 6.
I think it goes by age, not mentality.
Oh, okay.
You're good. You're fine. But yeah, so you can like just like I keep ChatGPT open on my computer like all the time. It's one of my 875 tabs. And you could like today, I was like, do you think Nazis learned how to time travel? And it just like jumps into all these different theories and like, it's honestly cool. Like if you guys are ever bored.
They definitely worked on UFOs type
Yeah, that's what I'm
technology.
going to talk about today.
Nice.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's so cool, honestly. It's just crazy stories. But
I saw a whole documentary.
Did you?
On it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
I'll have to watch it because that is so fascinating to me.
Yeah, you'll have to look. I don't know but it is out there. You just have to look it up. You don't have to look up.
Yeah, their scientists were like just working on things that had nothing to do with war or anything else. They were just wild things. A lot of telepathy things as well, especially testing like twins, which the telepathy tapes are one of the next things that I want to jump into.
Yeah.
In my spare time. I don't know if either of you have watched those, but they sound phenomenal and super interesting.
No. I have to check that out. What is going on? Great. No issues are found on my computer. I was not trying to scan for anything. All right. So, are you ready then? Are you ready to dive in?
Yeah. I mean, I'm literally just going to read this.
That's fine. Well, just hold on a second, though.
Okay.
Maybe.
It's great.
There we go.
What the fuck? What is it? Does it make a noise? I can't hear it. Just like I can't hear I can't
turn up
hear
your volume. Get some earphones.
No, I can't hear the beginning intro even when you play it.
Really?
I don't hear the music in the beginning.
Oh.
It's just silent. That's what I'm saying. Is like I don't hear it. What you guys are hearing with that.
Maybe that's why you cut it off every single week and are like, "What is it?"
Yeah, because I can't hear it.
I'll have to play it sometime for you. Like not.
Yeah. Okay. Here. I'll be quiet now.
All right. All right.
Okay. So this also ties Antarctica into Nazis. It's going to be a fun roller coaster if you guys are ready.
Go
All right.
for
So
it. I'm in.
Most people think of Antarctica as just giant empty sheet of ice, right? But over the years, they've found strange satellite images of what looks like pyramids in Antarctica. And it's not like ice formations. It's, square sides. It's perfectly square, whatever, perfectly straight. And on top, there's sharp triangular pyramids. Here's where it gets weird. According to conspiracy theorists and some alternative historians, they're not natural at all. It's not, it's not anything. It's not just ice or whatever, glaciers, but they think that they're man-made and built by ancient civilizations that lived in Antarctica long before it froze over. Science actually confirms that Antarctica used to be like forest continent, which, okay, Pangea, we all learned about that in school, how the, the continents all used to be different. So science does confirm that there were, forests and things like that. So the idea of people might have lived there isn't totally crazy. But who they are is up for debate. There's people who say that it was the civilization of Atlantis. Other people say that it was not just humans that built it, that maybe it was aliens.
Yeah.
And here come the Nazis. During World War II, Hitler was obsessed with occult knowledge and ancient technology. It's a documented fact that Nazis sent expeditions to Antarctica in the late 1930s. They even claimed a portion of the continent called Neschwabenland. I don't know. They claimed it, okay? But what they're doing was the $1 million question. Some say that Nazis discovered something buried beneath the ice, ancient structures, lost technology, maybe even alien craft. According to legend, they found a system of caves and tunnels under the continent that led to a massive underground base. And within it, they supposedly recovered advanced technology that was way ahead of its times. One of the wildest claims is that the tech led to the development of the Nazi flying saucers. They were disc-shaped aircraft that could defy gravity. Some even believe that Nazis continued their work in Antarctica after the war, protected by the hidden base and powered by its unknown energy source. Of course, there's no hard proof, and mainstream historians call it fantasy. But like everything else that we believe, that's
Right.
hard for the course. But the secrecy surrounding Antarctica fuels the speculation. You can't just go wandering around there. It's tightly controlled, patrolled, and largely off limits except to scientists with government clearance. So you talk about something and then it says, do you want me to go into this? And I said, no. Now I want you to talk to me about the acorn. Have you heard of the acorn in the 1960s? Some people also call it the bell,
Okay.
the Nazi bell. So December of 1965, something came screaming across the sky over eastern United States. Witnesses from as far as Canada, Ohio, and Michigan reported seeing a fireball glowing orange with a trail of smoke moving fast but controlled. Not like a meteor, more like a craft. It crashed in a small town of Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, just before dusk. Locals rushed into the woods expecting to find wreckage or maybe nothing at all, but what they claimed they found was something stranger. Sitting in the dirt was a metallic object shaped like an acorn, about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. It had no windows, no seams, but it was covered in what witnesses described as strange writing, almost like hieroglyphics or symbols. Before long, the military showed up. Trucks rolled in, the woods were cordoned off, and by nightfall, the object was reportedly hauled away on a flatbed truck under heavy guard. The official explanation? It was a meteorite. Weather balloons must not have been a thing at the
Maybe.
time because otherwise they would have
Right.
that. But the people of Pittsburgh weren't buying it. They knew what they saw. Some claimed men in hazmat suits entered the area. Others were threatened or told to keep quiet. But the real kicker came later when researchers and conspiracy theorists started connecting the object to something even more bizarre, something called the Dia Glock. It's spelled die, D-I-E, Glocae. It's German for the bell. So the bell was rumored to be a top secret Nazi project during World War II. It was a bell-shaped craft that used exotic technology, perhaps even anti-gravity, to bend space or time. It was part of the Nazis' obsession with Wunderwaffe or wonder weapons, that they could turn the tide of the war. Some believe at the end of the war, the bell was hidden, destroyed, or captured by allies. But here's where the theory comes in. If the object that crashed in Kecksburg wasn't extraterrestrial, they think that it was Nazi related. Because according to, I actually heard this story from Adam Kimmel, but according to people who stormed government bases in Germany, there was a man who ran away and went to an object that was shaped like a bell. They called it an acorn. And he got into this acorn-looking craft and disappeared.
Whoa.
Then, 35 years later, an acorn-shaped craft crashes in Kecksburg, Pennsylvania, and some guy is there with like Nazi clothes on. So either he's been flying around in space for 35 years, or there actually was some sort of time travel. But if you look at they talk about reports about when they're working on this craft, they use mercury. They would spin mercury super fast, and that was one of the ways that they would use to get it to fly. And people around, the scientists who were working around it all the time, they would age super quickly, or just really weird things would happen to the scientists that were working on the project.
Wow.
Well, if they're working with mercury too, though, that could fuck you up.
Yeah.
Does it make you age super quick? I know it's really bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it could do, but I know it's a silent killer.
Yeah. Remember they used to give us thermometers with it in it.
Here, stick this up your ass. It'll be great.
Yeah. Oh, you're sick?
Fucked up
Here, have
shit,
this
man.
mercury. And this
No, it's just a lot
fragile
of things
glass
that you
tube.
said though. It's prevalent in so many movies. Just the whole
Right?
Nazi being into the occult thing. I immediately think of Indiana Jones, and it wasn't. It was sure the
Yeah.
truth. They were really looking for that stuff. They were looking for the
They were doing all kinds of crazy.
the Grail,
Holy
and all of
Grail,
that
all
stuff.
that stuff.
Crazy evil
It doesn't
shit
surprise
is
me
what
that
they were
they would
doing.
go another way with alien craft, because I mean we've seen that stuff since the beginning of time. They've been here, but even
And there's so many secrets about Antarctica.
But the mercury thing.
I
mean, I've seen movies where it literally when the ship opens up, it pours out mercury, just it drips down and opens and then it forms steps, and it's just
Flight of the
That's
Navigator.
exactly what I was
Flight of the
thinking.
Navigator.
That's
That
exactly what
movie?
I was thinking of too.
Compliance.
Yeah.
But very seamless, but able to morph and change shapes and everything. I mean, to us that would look like mercury.
That's about Antarctica. I think it's unexplored, but I don't think Hitler and them went to it, because Hitler's such an egomaniac. He would have claimed that for Germany.
In Antarctica, it said that he did claim some of it.
Some of it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He would have taken it all.
It's weird because it's only governments that are down there. And there are a lot of conspiracy theories about Antarctica is the reset button. They're setting it up. They're setting it up so they have a place for all of their top people to go if something bad happens. Say there was global warming to a catastrophic, level, Antarctica would be safe. It might go back to forest and whatever if things did get too hot on the rest of the world. So then all of these major governments have their own little bases on Antarctica, and nobody else goes there.
Yep. I know they.
Well, why would you go there? It's crazy. Well, they do have cruises that go there.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, they do.
I know they go to Alaska. Yeah, I gotta Google that and check that one out.
There's actually New Zealand used to send a plane over to Antarctica to fly over.
Yeah.
And they actually flew into the volcano, though. That was the problem. They actually have pictures of it actually blow, but yeah, New Zealand used to
probably
fly
did that to
people
discourage
over there to the mountain.
Yeah.
They did that to discourage people from going.
Right. But yeah, there's
if you fly there, you're gonna go in the volcano.
They go. Well, they don't go there. They go on Antarctica, though. They have to dock outside. I don't know if there's any docks at Antarctica.
I know nothing about Antarctica,
but I've watched on.
I'm sorry, you can take a cruise to Antarctica.
See,
I hate it when you're right.
I saw it on Mighty Ships.
I saw it on Mighty Ships. Oh, it goes to the Antarctic Peninsula.
Yeah, I mean, but the New Zealand flight thing was crazy.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
They flew into the volcano.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. When you look at the things that they were, I don't know, where were they getting this information? We can go on ChatGPT and we have the whole internet at our disposal, but where were they learning about all these crazy,
some fucking occultist shit, man?
Yeah. And so many, it wasn't just one thing. It was so many different, all different religions. He was trying to take everything, all of the artifacts from every religion.
But a lot of those artifacts, though, even alien ships and stuff like that, you can go back to religious times and see hieroglyphs and cave drawings and all kinds of shit of men in spacesuits.
Of aliens.
It's nuts.
Right.
Chester said he's going to go to Elysium. Is that where the gladiator goes when he dies?
Is
The
it?
Fields of Elysium? I think so. I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. There's,
But
there's
yeah, I jumped down a rabbit hole on that one.
I would like to go down the rabbit hole
There's
now
so
to
much.
see what the United States and the Allies were digging for and looking for. I mean,
Right?
they caught wind of what the
They're
Nazis.
always digging for and looking for diamonds, gold, and oil.
Yeah.
No, but they caught wind of. I mean, they had intelligence. They had spies. I mean, they knew what the Nazis were up to most of the time. I mean,
No.
And if you want to look into it, there's a ton of different conspiracy theorists who talk about how most of the wars that have been fought have been over things like the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant and all that.
oh yeah,
And they just like make up reasons to justify it to the public, but like
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes, that's what they were doing. And like all of these like missions to do things, like they're actually looking for these historic artifacts.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I just saw. I didn't look at it yet. I saw a thing where it said one of Hitler's generals was infatuated with the chalice or whatever. What's that thing that they drink from?
That's the Grail.
Yeah, the Holy Grail.
The Vatican.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Chester
Gobble? I don't know.
Chester says the Elysium, that was a space station in the movie of the same name with Jodie Foster and Matt Damon. Oh, I knew it was a movie. Okay. I haven't seen it. I got to check that one out. It's a space movie I haven't seen.
I didn't know it was a movie. I didn't know what it was.
I know that. Yeah, right.
I thought it was the capital of Antarctica.
The capital.
I don't know.
Oh, that was a cool dive. I like that.
If there's no capital, I'm going down there and claiming it.
We're gonna call it Heisenberg City.
But there's already plans being made with the people that have power or the people that have wealth.
Yeah.
They're all buying into some kind of Armageddon escape or like.
Well, Mark
shelter
Zuckerberg just built a whole like $2 billion shelter at his house.
They're building it themselves. They're not like doing like if the rich are building themselves for themselves.
Yeah. Well, I worked at Iron Mountain, which is a secure records management.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, it's a secure. But it's in a mountain. Like the original one is in a mountain. Was originally a nuclear silo, which once they decommissioned that, it was eventually supposed to be one of these places where like the government would have to go, or like on a DEFCON 5 situation where they had to evacuate and like go into the ground in case of a nuclear war. Well, the one in Pennsylvania that I went into, you go down, there's like its own fire department. This place is huge. There's a lake down there, and I saw they have all of these different like storage areas. We went into Bill Gates. He has one down there, and they let us in. They're like flipping through. The one thing that they show, it was
I don't think they should let you in.
Hitler's baby picture. They had Hitler's baby picture. Yeah, it was his baby picture. They're like, check this out. I'm like, holy shit. How the fuck does Bill Gates have that? But it was just all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Why not? He's rich. He can have whatever he wants. But it's just like crazy stuff. Like there was one room dedicated for like a bunch of 9/11 memorial stuff that they let us. We weren't allowed to touch anything, but they were just kind of saying this is that, this is that.
And there's also seed vaults, like for fruit and vegetable seeds and trees and plants and all kinds of stuff.
And
isn't that Norway, the Doomsday Vault, or is it Norway or Sweden or whatever? One of those countries up there. The Doomsday Vault has all the seeds and everything.
Yeah, but that was another place. There's so much. Like if you went, I can't tell you how big this place is because it was also for mining. I mean, they're mining. Actually, I don't remember what they're mining, but they're mining it, and it's so vast. And like, there's caverns. They said if you go past a certain point, you're not going to find your way back.
Oh my
because
gosh.
they're still digging and digging and digging. And it was also supposed to be a place for the rich and the wealthy and the powerful to go. Like they would purchase and they could live down there. They could I mean, they had a lake they had with fresh water. I mean,
That's crazy.
it's crazy. But yeah, I just going down there and just seeing the mass of it. There was a an editing company that like they're the ones that were remastered. Like they were working on the Jimi Hendrix album, like remastering a new collection for the Jimi Hendrix album. It was just so good. These are like stoner dudes that like knew how to mess with music and like electronics.
Yeah.
But like in the middle, they had this big old couch and like the rock band set up on a big flat screen.
Oh my gosh.
But I mean, can you imagine like checking into work, going down in that cave and doing
Yeah.
that kind of shit
Yeah.
all day?
And explaining to people what you do for a living.
Right. Oh, I can't tell you. I have to have high clearance to get down there just so I can mess with with albums and
They created super soldiers by giving them meth.
Yeah.
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 That I did. Yeah. I did read that. Methamphetamines, cocaine. That's how wide a lot of like World War I veterans, especially in Europe, were like hooked on it when they got out.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they were done fighting, they were still hooked on this stuff. I mean, people walked around with it just like in little vials and just go, just get a sniff,
Yeah,
just go about their day.
Yeah. And it's crazy too, like those tunnels and stuff. We have no idea what is underground besides Joe told us that's where he keeps his Class C EVPs.
The Class C.
I mean, that's how sinkholes
Right.
form and shit.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a particular video. I found a video once where somebody was like in the middle of a field and there was like this spot where it had caved in and underneath there was like, it looked like miles of just like, there was pillars to support the ceiling. And it's like, people are just building houses on top of this, just driving around, like there's so much underground that we have no idea.
Right.
And that's
a big problem in England.
What?
That's a big problem in England with that. All the mines and stuff, and like they have sinkholes all the time. They'll
wasn't the city in
Florida does that too, but that's just because
it was like the city in Scotland. That's another place that's actually supposedly haunted. They built a city on top of the city. Like
what?
The original city, like it's like I got to look it up. I can't remember the exact name of it.
I saw a movie about that once. There's a lake though. But yeah, I was just driving the other day. I watched way too many of those like underground videos, and I was just driving and I was like, what if a sinkhole just pops up right here? Those scare me because people will disappear.
And and they will too, man. And like a whole part of your house will disappear, or your whole house.
And you'll just see like a newspaper article like, man presumed dead after falling into a sinkhole. They like don't even find
his sinkhole when he's laying in bed. I just saw a story about that. I just listened to a story about
they don't even have they don't even find the body or anything. They just like
no, they can't go down there.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, Florida's like that. Like, I mean, there's a huge salt mine underneath the lake. I'd be afraid to work in that thing.
I actually have a friend who works in it. He's worked in it for like 20 years. He drives one of the gigantic machines where like the tires are bigger than, they're taller than you are. They're like 10-foot tall tires. But I had a dream that, like a couple months ago that the thing caved in, the salt mine caved in, and the lake like drained because all the water went inside of it. Because for as long as I remember, I don't know how it was out in Port Clinton, probably not, because Morton is up here. But when you would swim in the lake and you would go underwater, you could hear the drilling. They've been.
Oh, see, yeah, no, we didn't have that.
They've been drilling mines
because
forever.
we didn't have that.
There's got to be like so much down there.
Yeah, there's got. Oh yeah, I can't imagine. Well, if they did collapse, they're just going to make Lake Erie
saltwater.
Saltwater. Deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, we are the shallowest lake.
Yeah, but now imagine all the water goes into the the mines.
Mm-hmm. You know what I've been like freaking out
Hey,
about?
Holy.
Saltwater crocodiles, because they could just go
Oh my
anywhere.
gosh. I'm so thankful we don't live anywhere near that.
Right.
But seriously, like they could go. You could be in Florida and one could swim up onto you on the ocean. And they can swim for thousands of
That's
miles.
crazy.
Holly said they spent a lot of money trying to fill sinkholes in under Route 2 by Port Clinton.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I have
there's a lot
a
of
serious
mining
fear
in
of.
Port Clinton with all those gypsum mines and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're having
They
a
have
fear of
copper.
what?
I have a huge fear of sinkholes.
Yeah,
It's a
it
very-
scares me.
Yeah.
Because like my empathetic brain is like, what is that person doing down there? Are they just like sitting? Are they
Yeah.
screaming for help? Nobody can hear them? Are they, did they die on impact? That would honestly be ideal. But like, what if they're
Yeah.
just stuck down there? You know what I mean? And they just,
Yeah, they can't go
where do they
down
go?
there.
What are they doing? What is it? It's probably dark. That's scary.
Oh yeah.
Are there creatures down there? What's happening?
Have you seen them like swallow
Yes.
houses before?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But also, like, why we have fly a drone down there? Like, what are we doing? We really just have no idea, and we're just all like, okay, we're done with that.
It's filled in.
Yeah, right.
Just watch it happen again.
Nobody tries to
forget.
figure it out, or maybe they know what it is, and that's why they don't tell us.
That is.
Well, they never know really how far it goes down, do they?
That's what I'm saying. Why are
Yeah,
we not figuring
right.
it out? Figure it out. It's 2025.
That's
We
true.
shouldn't have
I agree with you on
mysteries
that.
anymore. We have
If we
drones.
didn't have mysteries, we wouldn't have
Oh.
the show anymore. Just saying.
But
Look at that mystery.
we should be able to figure things like that out, though. Put it on a freaking
Yeah,
balloon. And
that we should be able to figure out. We should be able to figure out how to save somebody out
yes,
of a sinkhole, right?
put a GoPro down there on a balloon. I don't know. Do something. You don't just like put caution
Yeah,
tape
right.
over it and be like, oh,
Yeah.
well, rest in peace, Bob. What?
Right.
Figure it
They
out.
got drones that could do everything else. They could fly.
Yes.
They could swim. They could fly through buildings. I mean,
Right.
make one with a drill on it and just have it go into the earth as far as it can go.
Or one of those rescue
the-
baskets. Like,
They have to have tried it. They have to have. I
I'm
can't
sure-
imagine that we're sitting here like thinking of this, and somebody
And
in
somebody's
like
like,
Florida
why
is
didn't
going,
I think of that?
"What the fuck? How the hell did we not think of that?"
That's true, Eisenberg.
Yeah, we should have figured it out. That's what
Yeah.
we're supposed to do. Figure it out.
We should fly a drone down there. That's a great idea.
Yeah, we've done
Yeah.
that.
It's like flying a drone to save a drone out of a tree.
Yeah, right?
Get that fucker sucked too.
Hey, man, I was trying to be
Yeah.
a hero.
That kind of shit only happens to the best drone pilots.
Right.
It was only my first time flying. Why did I think that?
And
I
your
could do
second? Yeah, I'm just saying, if there was a sinkhole, my first call would be to Adam Kimmel. Bring your GoPros, bring your cameras, bring a bunch of rope, and bring your drone. We're going to figure this shit out. I just don't understand it. It creeps me out.
My first call is going to be to the army because they have helicopters
Yeah.
and shit. Fuck the
Yeah,
drones.
they also. Did you not hear the story
I wanna
about how
get out
the
of
army
sinkhole
covered it up?
first. I want to get out of the sinkhole
Yeah.
first, then I can explore it. Forget
Yeah.
Kimmel. Yeah, he can throw all the cameras he wants down there. I want to get out first, then we can send some shit down.
And knowing Kimmel, I'd be in the bottom of the sinkhole, and he'd be like, "Hang on, let me just get this shot." I'd be like, "No."
Can you move a little bit to
Right,
the left?
right. Could you cry a little bit? The lighting's really bad. I'm gonna throw this light down to you. Oh my god.
He just throws like a torch down there.
Well, according
Flare.
to scientists, there's sinkholes that have been forming in Siberia, and they're blaming climate change because as
Of
the tundra starts to melt away, like the frozen layers, there's a methane release, and it just caves everything in. But there's like a ton of them that are forming in Siberia.
It's aliens.
I'm sure it is. I think it is. Just their bases. They gotta learn how to structure the Earth a little bit
Yeah.
better. Or that's
I
where
feel
they
like
fly out, nobody
everything is
sees
blamed.
it, and it just goes.
I'm not a like anti-science person, but I feel like everything is blamed on climate change when they don't know what it is. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah. It's whatever.
Well, for being from the Cold War era, I'm gonna say that those Russian people were building tunnels underneath the Siberia
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Either Russians
Actually,
or
yeah, there's a lot of
change.
mines. Don't they have diamond mines up there?
Siberia?
Where's
I
that?
think so. They have
Yeah,
something.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also know
Yeah.
that they're digging
So
for,
yeah, there's gonna be some sinkholes.
Yeah.
and in those sinkholes, they're digging for mammoth bones because they're trying to, they're
Yeah,
trying
that
to
too,
clone
probably.
a
Because let's bring
mammoth.
those back.
Right.
Because apparently scientists,
But if you hit a
Don't
methane
watch
thing,
the
that's gonna
movies.
mess up a whole area. That'll kill a whole
if it
thing.
explodes. Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
I think that happened in Africa, right? Where a lake did that.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, like I don't remember the lake, but yeah, something happened. It blew it was a lake. It's in a volcano. Upper Niles and Lower
Okay.
Niles,
Yeah.
and
Didn't know that.
it was just that this guy woke up at Upper Niles, walked out, and everybody was dead, or
Oh, shit.
most people were dead in
From
livestock.
methane?
There was like 1,700 people or something like that. What happened was carbon dioxide came up from the lake.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm so jaded, dude. I don't even believe that.
The scientists came over there and they did experiments and they put the water in there and they blew the tops off because of so much carbon dioxide in
That's
the lake.
crazy.
Wow. Joe said War of the Worlds, they came from below. And they did form sinkholes before they came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything just kind of went down into the earth, and then all of a sudden their heads start popping out and everybody starts dying, evaporating or getting their guts sucked out.
Yeah. That movie's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's one of those
actually,
things like
people
I'm prepared for a lot, but I'm not prepared
Yeah.
for that. I don't know how
No.
you prepare for that.
I don't think you do, because
You can't.
you could build your fortress in the house for other things, but
Mm-hmm.
when something is forcing you to be on the move,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
duck,
You can't just take your stuff.
duck and dive and dodge and whatever,
You can.
zigzag back and forth. Oh,
I
you
mean-
can?
When you have a zombie army with
Yeah,
you,
that's true. We can't all be zombie kings though, okay?
Yeah, right.
it's just like, it's just a regular day.
I mean, I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg's bunker is alien proof.
Sure is. I think he's a fucking alien, though.
Why?
He's an alien. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's alien.
To me,
They're one of his friends that comes
Yeah.
there are
visit.
definitely people that scream alien
Yeah.
just because of the way they are just like socially dysfunctional. Like, I know there's autism and stuff, but there's
No, it's different.
it's different with him. Different with a lot of those people. Like Elon Musk, he's an alien.
Yeah. Katy Perry.
Oh, that's weird.
Have you seen Katy Perry glitch videos? She might
Yes.
be a robot.
Yeah, I don't know what she. Yeah,
Did she just go into space?
She's an astronaut. Yeah. Now, yes.
supposedly.
Yes, she's an astronaut.
She's an astronaut.
Blue Origins, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what it was?
Yeah, the Bezos flying penis. Yeah,
Yeah. Where we did talk about this last week, how they opened the door
Yeah,
from
we
the
did talk
inside.
about last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they opened
And the lady's
the
like,
door.
close the
from
door.
inside.
Close the door. And then Jeff Bezos comes over with his wrench, like, oh, let me use this wrench to open the door that's unopenable from the inside. So funny.
Why was it so important to be unopenable from the inside? Like they were trapped in
Yeah.
there. Like that
Yeah,
was it.
because-
You guys are fucked if this breaks
Yeah,
open.
because it's an official astronaut spacecraft.
yeah. Well, like I know, like the actual spacecrafts, when those modules come back in, they do have to wait because they have to decompress. That they have to make sure all their functions are right. I mean, it's like diving, but
Yeah.
from the space. I mean, there's all kinds of things that have to play out.
Nah,
You know,
Katy
they have
Perry
to-
just opens the door.
Yeah. They come out, their makeup is perfect, their hair is perfect. You know. Oh my god. Yeah, I
That was
definitely
crazy.
believe in the conspiracy that was not real.
Yeah.
And I usually try to give everybody the shadow of a doubt, but yeah, I don't know. That was just not not
I'm
right.
also like super bitter about that. I don't care. Listen, I literally don't care. I don't care how rich people are. I don't think they owe money to anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not that kind of person. Whatever. If you want to
Right.
make billions of dollars and keep it and use it for stupid things, that's fine.
And there's a reason that they made billions of dollars, because at
Right.
the end of the day,
Whatever.
they are geniuses and they know how to build things.
Yeah, I don't care about that part of it.
Right.
But like the fact that they like went to space and paid like $20 million a piece to go and
Yeah.
then come back and say that they're doing it to unify women or like to
Mhm.
empower women. I'm like, bro, build some domestic violence shelters. Like, you know how many you could
Yeah.
build for 20 million each?
Right.
You know,
Right.
like I don't know. I just feel like there's
Yeah.
probably different ways you could have empowered women. Why
You
don't
think so?
you just say, I just always wanted to go in a spaceship and fly into space, so I did.
Right.
Like, don't
Yeah.
there doesn't have to be a reason to do it. Just do it. Who
Right.
cares? Have fun. You earn the money,
Yeah.
spend it however you want.
Right.
Yeah, spend it, do it, but just stop giving me the.
But don't like say like I do not feel empowered watching them fly through space. I
No.
don't know. I don't
The only time
I was going to ask you how
Yeah.
you felt about that, actually. Because you were the only one that could really give us
Yeah.
a straight
Right.
answer
Yeah.
on that.
I feel
on
so
that
empowered.
question.
honestly, I didn't know about it until the
I was
whole
wondering.
conspiracy thing after
Yeah.
the fact. Like most people didn't like, and all of a sudden there's all these TikToks and stuff about them being in space. I'm like, is that Katy Perry?
The TikToks
that-
are phenomenal.
Yeah.
People are
But
so
I mean,
funny.
I was super excited about that when William Shatner shot into space.
Yeah, that's
Because,
cool.
you know, Captain
He
Kirk's
belongs
actually
in
going to
space,
space.
yeah.
Right. You know, but
He said it was emptiness out there.
Did he
there's
do
a
it
lot of
for all
space.
He
mankind?
felt sad. I think.
Right.
Did you guys feel empowered when he did it?
No.
No, I was like, that's freaking cool.
Oh,
That's
man,
about as
I-
close to the Enterprise as he's probably ever going to get.
No, I don't know if
Right.
he thought it was that cool, actually.
I don't.
He didn't think it was cool?
I don't
I'm
think
sure he
so.
played it up
I
with-
thought I read that he was.
Yeah, he had some kind of weird reaction. Then he like perked up when somebody asked him a question, like to be on TV.
Nice.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's cool. Have fun flying in space.
Whatever.
I don't give a shit.
I'm not gonna fucking do it.
I wouldn't.
That seems like a useless danger.
Oh, we
No, it's totally real, dude.
Oops.
may have
Start.
may
Yeah,
have
real.
broken some bad news
Yeah.
to Joe.
Star Wars is fake.
Yeah, Star
No.
Wars is fake. Star Trek is
No.
totally real.
Star Trek is
So
real.
You're good.
Star Wars is real too, but it's in a galaxy far, far away. We don't really know about it. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
That's true. It's in a whole different galaxy.
yeah. It's a galaxy far, far away.
I'm waiting for the
A long, long time ago.
waiting for the Star Trek Star Wars crossover, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. It's not in my lifetime.
That happened in Spaceballs, dude.
Yeah, duh. Spaceballs. That's the second time that movie's been referenced this
Yeah,
week, so I
I've been
need
watching
to
Spaceballs.
watch it. It's a good one.
I just watched it yesterday.
Do you watch the airplane movies?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I love those.
Yes.
love 'em.
Joe, that sounds like a porno. I would do space.
Debbie does space.
The long-awaited sequel to
Debbie
Debbie
Does
Does
the
Dallas.
Dallas.
It's Joe's Does Space.
Joe does space. I don't know. I mean, I probably would do it. I'd be a scared little bitch the whole time, but
I wouldn't do it.
No, I-
Fuck that.
just
I
to
don't need
say
go
you
up
did
there.
it.
I see space fine. I don't think
That's
you
true.
see space. I don't think you see stars and shit when you go out in space.
I mean, I feel like you have to, right? The stars don't disappear.
Just as now we know his sidekick.
Is he
I
googling it?
guess. That or he died. You all right there, Heisenberg?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
I know there's no sound in space.
Space is a vacuum, isn't it?
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, they can.
Okay. We were each right on one today. That's
Yeah, they could be.
correct. I don't know. I think I would do it though. I would, okay, if it was like, would you rather go down into one of those things like the people did when they were trying to look for the Titanic, or go up into space? I'll go up into
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, I'll go to space. We've been up in the air longer than we have been down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going deep down in
We've
the
been
ocean.
farther
That-
than we've been to the moon and shit. So yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
up into our upper atmosphere.
I'll watch a video of a camera that goes down underwater,
That's
but
better.
not a chance.
You ever see those saturation divers?
No.
No.
They go down there and they live down there for like a couple days, like
Screw that, dude. No.
like on these oil rigs and
Yeah.
stuff. And they'll go down there and they'll live, and it's called like a diving bell or something. And it's like a chamber down there that they can be down there for long periods of time, like a couple days or
That's
a week.
crazy.
Huh.
And they live underneath the water, and then they go down, do their dives, come back in. So that way they don't have to decompress every time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, so they're just down there in their diving suits, just doing work. I mean, do they sleep? Do they rest?
Yeah, they sleep in there. But they have
In
a
the
diving
bell.
bell. Yeah, there's a little thing down there, like on oil rigs. It's for saturation divers
Oh,
only,
okay.
I
Okay.
think.
It's probably like the same, in Pirates of the Caribbean, how they walk underneath the water in the
Yeah.
little canoe upside down,
Oh,
because you
okay.
just like take the air and everything with
gotcha.
you.
Yeah,
This
and
is
like
what
a
I'm
diving bell will disconnect, and they'll take them to wherever they need to dive at, and then it connects back to whatever. And sometimes they sleep in this area for like a week or so. And
Oh my
this
gosh,
guy,
no way.
do that up and down.
I hope they get paid a lot of money.
They do, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a lot of money for.
It's
They
all
earned it.
blackness out there, I've heard. Like they
Oh,
go
yeah.
out there,
Yeah.
they can't see anything.
Right, because the sun can't get down that
Nope.
far.
All kinds of weird, creepy
They
crap.
said they'll feel animals going past them. They'll feel like water moving past them and stuff.
No.
And they
I'm
can't
out.
see it.
Yeah,
I'm
done.
out.
Yeah. And they can't see it and stuff. It just
No.
freaks me out just hearing about their stories. So like I don't know.
I don't even like walking in water that's like up to my knees and I can't see the bottom of it.
No, like what's down there? There's a snake down there. I know it.
I know it. Yeah, I can't even imagine. And like the creatures that come from the deep
Oh my gosh.
ocean, they'll be like, this
Oh.
thing washed up onto shore. What?
Yeah.
Nope.
And that's what's touching these guys' legs and stuff while
Yes.
they're down there.
Those messed up like
Blech.
clear fish that have no like
Yeah.
with big teeth and like little white things on the top
Yeah.
of it.
No
Like
way.
the one that was like there are all those memes about. It's like they never come to the surface. That was the like it's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember what was it called.
It's the doomsday fish.
Right.
The doomsday fish?
Yeah. It was only like
Yeah.
that big, but
I think it's called an oarfish.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
They make it look so huge, like they were so focused in on. I'm like,
Yeah.
that thing is crazy. But then they showed it like on the
Yeah.
diver's hand, dead, and it's like this little
And it's,
baby thing.
yeah.
But it has these big, huge teeth, and it's got the angler. It's an
Mhm.
anglerfish, the anglerfish thingy.
But
Yeah,
it's black. Yeah. They do look super
Yeah,
scary. But they are teeny tiny. And then you're like, oh.
Yeah, they all those fish down there look weird. Their eyes are all
Most
like,
of them are blind,
Yeah.
like they
look
don't
like
see.
girls and stuff.
Like they're
Yeah, because there's nothing
Right.
to see. Their eyes are pointless.
their eyes are pointless,
Yeah.
just for looks.
I never thought about it that way, but you're right.
Yeah.
Down there.
They don't need to see. All right. Well, crypto heads, it's about that time. What do we have to plug? Parapsychon is coming up in a couple weeks down at Mansfield Prison.
Oh my gosh, so
May
fast.
16th.
Yeah.
So what?
When is
May
that?
16th to 18th.
May 16th.
We'll be there the 17th and the 18th. We don't go to the night before. That's a special deal for VIPs and whoever decides they want to go down there.
And people who have money to spend.
Right.
We do not. We will
Right.
not be
We
there.
will not be there, but we'll be there with our table that Saturday and Sunday, the 17th and 18th. Great. It's a great event. It's been run perfectly the last few years we've been involved. Great guests. I mean, I know Dustin Parr is going to be there.
There's
so many. I
so
couldn't
many
even
people.
name everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do the interviews for the president of my fan club.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Mike will be there, so you can join his fan club.
If I remember what day it is.
Yeah.
Joe, you should come back on the show sometime.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. That'd be fun. What else do we have? You have the event coming up at Lake County Historical Society. So
Why are you saying you? I'm not doing that.
you're not going to Lake County?
No, I didn't say I
Oh,
was.
okay. I thought you. Well, you asked me.
Is that this weekend?
Yes.
I think
yeah,
that's
it's
this weekend.
Well,
Yeah,
if you're looking for something to do,
there is an
yes,
event.
Lake County Historical Society
I
is
just will
doing
not be there.
their first of their usually 2 events of just a ghost hunting with Kathy Weber and a bunch of great volunteers at the Lake County Historical Society. It's like I said, it's only really open those 2 times that Kathy has those events. So
Yeah.
it's called Paranormal Exploration of Lake County Historical Society. So if you just go,
It's a great
it's
building.
an amazing building. It's a lot of
Awesome.
history set up like a museum. There's a lot of like original stuff there, and then stuff that people donated. But you get roam and you get time to ghost hunt. It's not like a guided ghost hunt. You pretty much just go with your teams. You separate, hit each section at a certain time, then you
Yeah.
kind of all gather at the end of the night and go over what.
Isn't that called guided?
It's. I'm
That's the
pretty sure it's a
definition of guided?
definition.
Yeah,
of
it's a guided ghost
Yeah.
hunt, but most people are.
You said
Yeah.
self-guided.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
It's not.
Sorry.
It's self-guided for us
Right.
because we normally
True.
lead the team.
We're usually the guys. Anyways, it's a guided tour, but you get to do experiment and do your own
Mhm.
kind of investigating within your area.
And it's a cool building because it's like active but not like scary.
No,
Yeah.
not
You
at all.
know.
But there's always something.
It's cool.
We always kind of come away with a little bit of something.
Yeah. What a great topic.
Yes, that's
Chester.
another thing. Are you guys going to the Kent Theater event? I can't remember the date. It came up on my Facebook feed. So originally, yes, we were going to be there. It's Friday, May 30th. Yeah, May 30th.
Yeah.
So originally, it was supposed to be KSU film students screening a documentary film and then we were going to do like a ghost tour of the theater afterwards. That part of it got canceled, and she decided to continue with the actual ghost history tour. So there is still an event. You can go to kentstage.org to get your tickets. May 30th, Cryptic Paranormal Show will be there. We'll be kind of helping out. Heisenberg and I might be sharing some stories. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out yet, but we do have stories because the 2 of us have been there a few times, and we always have something to talk about. So that'd be a fun
Mhm.
event. And then, well,
It's super cool because I feel like that's like your roots. Like you guys always talk
Yeah.
about how that was like one of the first things that you guys started doing, like as a team or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
that
I
was
think
one of
it's
the first
interesting.
Paracons, I think we.
Yeah,
we
back in the day,
Yeah.
and usually around this time, like late April, they had the Kent Paranormal Weekend, which was like a 3-day event, and they had a lot of guests and perfect setting. People will come in because they're right there at the theater, so all the lectures were in the theater, and then they would do like a ghost hunt or a ghost walk of the whole town. I mean, it was really cool stuff. It just a little bit more money going out than coming in, which was kind of
And
Yeah.
then fire marshal issues.
fire
you know,
marshal
fire
issues. Yeah, they didn't like us in
Yeah.
the lobby.
As there is everywhere.
Yeah, because we had the vendors and everybody were in the lobby, so it got pretty packed in there. So like entrance and exits were a little bit slower, and the crowd was in the space that the fire marshals didn't want them to be in. So then they put all of us
Yeah.
in the theater, like lined up in between the seats and then the balcony
It
seats.
didn't work out very.
It was a tight squeeze. It was fun still. I mean, it was a good event, but
Oh yeah, it was always fun. We never missed. I don't think we ever missed a
It's
year.
just cool that you guys get to go back and
Oh,
do
yeah,
it
for sure.
again. You know,
Yeah.
like go back and
yeah. Holy crap! What just happened?
back to your roots.
There we go. But yeah, so we got that, and then we got other stuff coming up, but we'll just do a month at a time. So Parapsychon, and
Yeah.
then at the end of the month, the Kent Theater, May 30th. So
Mhm.
you guys want tickets? KentStage.org.
Parapsychon.
Get your tickets. It's a good time.
And there's flashlight tours at Madison Seminary Saturday night.
Cool. Yeah, actually, Tina had asked if I was going to be there. I'm like, nope. Saturday
Yeah.
Saturday is booked. I got all kinds of band stuff Saturday. Chuck or Chester knows what I'm talking about. We got Tag Day, which is driving the kids around to collect money for the band. It's like their biggest band fundraiser of the year. And then we got the big American Celebration concert at the end of the day. So it's gonna be a busy day.
Nice.
But yeah, so yeah, ParasiteCon May 16th through 18th, and the Kent Stage Haunted Theater Tour on May 30th, and we'll be there helping out. It'll be fun. You guys
Very
got what you
cool.
said, Madison. So I think we've covered everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Don't forget about my triangular tactical theory.
Hey,
did
you
it.
didn't say steam.
yeah, fan club. Fan club. The Heisenberg fan club. All right.
Yeah.
Gotta
But
work
yeah.
out the levels, because like each different level, if they pay more, they get something a little extra, right? Is that how it works?
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Darren, thank you for commenting.
yeah.
I'm glad we didn't sign
Yeah,
off
there
yet.
we go. Old Licking County.
Darren's doing tours, best
Yep.
tours ever you'll ever take. No matter what state you're in, drive and go take one of
Down
his
in
tours.
Newark, Ohio.
I'd
Old
like to
Licking
drive
County
and take
Jail.
one of the tours, actually. I haven't been down there. Like I said, I missed it the last couple of times.
It's could it go trapezoidal?
Well, there you go.
Listen, if you're going to bring geometry into this shit,
Into a pyramid scheme?
there is no pyramid scheme. This is triangular
Geometry's already there, bro.
tactical theories.
You just explained geometry, triangular theories. I mean, basically.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't get technical with it.
All right, crypto heads. I'm losing my mind. It's probably time to go. We will spook you later, and have a good weekend.
In the meantime, don't be an asshole.
We love you guys. Bye.